I was kicked out by the landlord since no money, so I took my son to hide in the subway station. I pushed the restroom door, trying to spend the night there. Then I locked the door. I spread toilet paper all over the floor. I held my son and tried to sleep peacefully. Suddenly someone knocked on the door. I was afraid of being thrown out, so I covered my son's ears and stretched out my legs to brace the door. Now I shed sad tears. But as morning came, I pretended everything was fine. But bad luck came again, because I had no money to pay taxes. I was taken to the police station. I begged the police to let him go because I had an important interview tomorrow, but the police ignored me. I had to spend the night in the jail. Next day I rushed to the company. I did not even have time to change clothes. Everyone there wore suits. Only I was covered in stains. Still, I wasn't intimidated. I boldly stepped forward and shook hands with the interviewer. The boss looked at me strangely and asked a tricky question. I responded with humor. The boss smiled with satisfaction. I passed the interview, but there was no salary during the internship. I fell into trouble again, so I had to take his son to line up at a shelter. There were too many people, and the staff said only 2 beds were left. To get a good night's sleep, I was forced to cut the line in public and took the place of a homeless man. We managed to get a bed after my son fell asleep. With the help of a dim light, I had been reading to buy food for my son. I went to the hospital, let them draw my blood. My internship began. I studied hard. Every day I arrived first at my desk. I made calls one after another, never put down the phone. I did not even have time to drink water, all to find clients as fast as possible. Finally, a client agreed to meet me, but I had only 20 minutes. I had no money for a taxi, so I ran to meet the client. I ran with all my strength. I did not want to lose this chance. Luckily, I secured the client. During that time, I wandered everywhere with my son. Sometimes we slept on buses. Even while eating, I kept studying, all for a better life. The last day of the internship arrived. The boss called me into the office. I hurriedly put on my suit, but just as I stepped in, the boss stood up and shook my hand. I cried with excitement. In that moment, I knew I had succeeded. Then I walked out, and into the crowd, I raised my hands and applauded myself. Thank God I did not give up. I was ready to walk into a happy life with my son.